Let's check in with Craig Sager. Craig?
Line with starter for the East, Vince Carter. It's become a 2-point game. At what point did the strategy change when it came from showtime to actually trying to win this thing?
Probably at the beginning of the fourth. But the idea from the beginning was just play some D and win. We wanted a comfortable lead coming into the fourth just in case things got a little testy and serious. But now it's just all about business.
You're one of the most spectacular dunkers in the history of the NBA. You're also on the floor when Shaq had some of those powerful ones. At one point, Steve Javie has asked if there's an extra backboard on hand in case he pulls this one down. What's it like to be under there when he dunks on you?
Man, it's crazy. You see all the power, then all of a sudden you look up and the goal leaning towards the court, so it's just amazing.
You're the leading vote getter. It's a 2-point game. A lot of people want to see you in there. Go down and tell Rick you want to go back in the game.
I might have to, man. I'm getting stiff over here.
All right, thanks, Barb.
All right, how about the East? 8 for 16 at the foul line.
Mr. Craig is stirring things up over there on the bench.
The agitator over there.
And the ball back to the East. West up by 1.
Stuffing up the coach. You got Sager over there stirring the pot.
And you see the All-Star voting over the years. Here's Shaquille O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal right back at the other end.
Shaq got no breaks. He couldn't stop.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the fourth. The West up by 1. Duncan lost it, able to recover. Here's Bryant for 3. And Kidd leads the break. Kidd fires it up and draws the foul.
You'll see Shaq take this ball out of the air, actually pick it off, and then lead the fast break. And he sees the opening from the entire time. He starts down the floor, his eyes light up, and then after the finish, he winds up in Ruben Stoddard's lap. He's a star.
Back in Los Angeles, and this view of LA from high atop the Transamerica building, providing us great scenics all night. The last time the NBA All-Star Game was here in Los Angeles back in 1983 at the Great Western Forum, the one-time home of the Los Angeles Lakers. Highlighted by Julius Erving's performance. He was MVP of that game.
Marv, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 1970 or something. Jerry West hit a game winner here in an All-Star game. I was in college. I remember watching the game. Mr. Clutch hit a shot to win the game for the West.
Doug, you're a 4-time NBA All-Star. You coached the team in
1997.
As I said, 1997, and Lazar, coach of the East All-Stars in Chicago in 1988. That was a pretty good starting lineup you had.
We did not have a bad team at all. Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan. Yes, Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Dominique Wilkins, Larry Bird, and Moses Malone as the starting 5.
Just under 3 to go in this 53rd All-Star game. 1-point lead for the Eastern Conference. And Duncan is fouled by Martin. Team foul number 4.
You know, as we head into the playoffs, one of the things that you look for in fourth quarters is team's ability to execute and also make free throws. And we've seen Duncan all year long struggle at the line. He's shooting about 58%. 2 years ago, shot 79%. And we did a game the other night with Greg Popovich, and he feels like that as he starts getting into more of a rhythm, that he will be shooting them well by the time they get to the playoffs. But I think that's going to be vital for San Antonio.
San Antonio as a team only 66%, which is last in the NBA. And that's been the theme here tonight. It's been poor free throw shooting by both squads. McGrady had a foot on the line. That's a two-pointer. Tracy McGrady of the Orlando Magic with 10, and the East up by 2 with 2:15 remaining in the fourth. Garnett. Here comes Kidd. Iverson. And he's fouled. Took the bump from Bryant.
Allen Iverson changed into the court so quickly on this play. But talk about Kevin Garnett, one of the best defenders in the NBA, is all over Tracy McGrady. Look at him as he goes up, a hand in the face, and he just buries the long two. But on that long rebound, Allen Iverson was down the floor in a blur, and here again another missed free throw.
Iverson 1 of 3 at the line, so the East now 10 for 19. The West only 2 of 6 at that free throw strike.
Watch him changing ends of the floor here. He was actually behind the ball when Jason Kidd rebounded the ball, and by the time Kidd took one dribble, he was 2 steps ahead of him. His blazing speed and quickness in the open court just created that opportunity.
There are always questions, Doug. A player like Allen Iverson, who relies so heavily on his speed and quickness, as they get older, will he still be able to achieve the same type of success?
Well, I mean, this guy is so fearless, but there's no question. I mean, if he slows down, I mean, he's probably weighs about 175 pounds, probably 6 feet tall, but has just got an incredible relentless spirit going to the basket. He has to be so frustrated this year, Marv. I mean, his team is out of the playoff race. They just fired Randy Ayers. Chris Ford has taken over. I think it'll be very interesting to watch Philly in this season. Can they get back into the playoff chase?
Allen Iverson also chasing another scoring title and misses on both free throws. Now both teams have 2 timeouts left. They have their 2 full. Here's Shaquille O'Neal from Kobe Bryant, and the game is tied at 1:29.
Well, that was a set play. Flip Saunders took that timeout in between free throws to set that play up.
Shaq has 24. McGrady trying to shake off Garnett, and he did. Tracy McGrady with a beautiful move, and then he went to the left hand.
The ability to finish with both hands, very evident there how important it is.
The East up by 2, a minute and a half remaining. Last year was a double overtime game. Allen not able to hit. Martin's pass picked off by Bryant. And Bryant fires. Yes! Kobe Bryant has tied the game at 1:31.
There's a whole different attitude on the floor right now. You see the sense of urgency each time down.
Well, look at the coaches. Both of them up coaching, calling plays.
Flip Saunders thought it was a 3-point shot by Kobe.
McGrady not able to hit, rebounded by Duncan. Just under 1 minute remaining in this 4th quarter. The game is tied. Here is Garnett wide open. And back comes the East. Iverson looking for McGrady. Allen Iverson has been the assist guy tonight. He has 11 assists. McGrady off the dribble. Stopped by Garnett and then fouled by O'Neal.
Let's go back a second ago when Kobe Bryant stole the ball, ran back behind the 3-point. Now watch his feet. Is this a 2 or a 3? Clearly a 3-point shot. That's what Flip Saunders was up talking about. They should be up by 1 right now, the Western Conference team.
Question is that reviewable? Can they go over and take a look at that? I guess not, right? Only if it's the last play of the game?
If they adopted the rules I would like to have it in, they would be allowed to go back and do it.
Yeah, I would like to see that late in the game because those, especially in a playoff game, maybe not necessarily an all-star game, but a playoff game definitely.
You should have a challenge.
Problem is you'd be stopping the game.
Yeah, but I mean like the last, well, maybe the last 2 minutes of the game or the last minute of the game to make sure you get a shot right.
Just think, Marv, you could carry a little like beanbag around with you and throw it out on the floor. When
you would like that. I think it'd be too many stoppages. And the poor free throw shooting continues. Now a timeout is taken by the West. 11 of 22 at the line by the Eastern Conference. They lead by 1, 35.8 remaining in the 4th. A moment ago, there was a question as to whether this